I want to encourage every Biafrans to be very, very, very resolute and focused. The difference between us, the Biafra people, and those that are blackmailing and propagating all manner of falsehood against us is that they are two-faced people, corrupt, very unbalanced people, and we are not two-faced. These people that are parading and spreading all this falsehood against us are those who believe in Biafra and they believe in Nigeria.
So Pandora, he didn't deny it. It's also the part of money laundering, international money laundering crime. He has $15 million in offshore accounts.
But surely Obi, being a southerner, is on the side of your people.
That is the problem. Why must you have somebody that have to be in the side of my people?
Hello, my wonderful people. Welcome to Global Love Channel TV, where we bring you the latest happening around the globe. Yes, my people, it's no longer funny. We told you that Simon Ekpa is going to defeat Nigeria with the evidence he have at hand. It is we are just here joking. Yes, don't forget that I bring some update to you guys that that Nigerian government to pay some huge amount of money, almost about 150 million US dollar to the Biafra fundraising account in order to defame Simon Ekpa. Some people are saying that how can this be possible? Brother and sisters, please do well and watch this video so that you will hear it live and direct for the final interview between Simon Ekpa and the Finnish authority, so that you hear it from his mouth direct. Because I purposely bring this. There are many people who don't even believe what we are doing here, but to bring the fact to the reality, please do well and watch this video to the very end of. No skip any part, because you are going to hear it live and direct from the horse's mouth. Because Simon Ekpa is winning, and the coming of Simon Ekpa, a lot of people who believe in this struggle, who have betrayed this struggle, will hang themselves. Yes, believe me, most of the people who already betrayed this struggle, most of them will hang themselves, because they will not even hide the condone the shame, because a lot is going to happen. A lot is going to happen. Please, my people, you know how we normally do it. As you're watching, don't forget to touch your hand for subscribe button, like and spread this message around the globe. And do well and touch your hand for notification bell, so that whenever we upload the new video, you'll be the first person to be notified. Then if it pleases you to support us, you can support us by the super chat.
That is the dangerous diversity that have brought us this far, because it will never work. Everything about Nigeria is what favors my people. I don't want what we want, a Biafra where everything favors everybody. But when you have Nigeria, it is either Fulani. Now we don't even have Hausa anymore, because Fulani have overshadowed them. So it is either you are fighting for Northerner as a Fulani Muslim, or you are fighting for Yorubas, or you are fighting for Hebo people. So how can you continue in that kind of system? This is why we must make sure that we do not validate Nigeria again.
Right. What's your relationship with Mr. Kanu at the moment?
Kanu is the leader of indigenous people of Biafra, and I regard him as my leader.
Do you talk? Do you have contact with him?
Well, we communicate somehow, but that's a confidential issue.
Because you see, he's disavowed violence. He thinks he's made statements to say that
everybody condemn violence. I condemn violence.
Okay.
I have always condemned violence. On social media, maybe you don't follow that. But where is the violence coming? Who are those committing the violence? They're the Nigeria state, and their intention is to use violence to blackmail what we're doing. And of course, you do not expect people who are Nigerians who are angry, who have lost hope, and the next thing you see from them is when you are hopeless, you become violent. So what is happening now is not caused by anybody. It is caused by the system itself. And until we begin to understand that the violence happening in Nigeria is being generated by the Nigeria system itself, we will never be telling ourselves the truth.
Are you going to rein in your rhetoric a little bit now? Because
how?
We're in the election period. You know your people hang on to your words, and it can cause some violence, can't it?
Well, I don't care. We are already at war. In Biafra side of Nigeria, there is a war going on there, and I don't know why medias are not covering it. Do you see a democratic place where the plane will be throwing bombs to the people? It's war. The villages are getting burnt, houses are getting burnt. Even in Ukraine, where you're going to now, the number of people dying in Biafra land outnumber the people dying in Ukraine. So how do you balance that? And who are doing this? The Nigeria themselves, the Nigeria state. You know, when the military comes to the village, instead of protecting the people, they get angry because they obey our orders and then they start burning the villages. So we don't want to continue like that. We want to have, the only solution to this is the disintegration of Nigeria. And if Nigeria do not disintegrate now, the disintegration later on will be very, very, very chaotic. To be very hard before international community, if they continue to let us manage this and force people into election in Biafra land, when this time bomb is going to explode, it will affect everyone.
One last question.
Yeah.
Who's going to win the election?
Election is not happening in Biafra land.
Because you don't want people to vote?
Not me. Biafra have decided. I am telling you the fact. There is nothing that will make Biafran's people to go out and vote. This is a life and death matter. We have come a long way. For over 50 years, Nigeria have done all manner of genocide, committed genocide against our people, kill us every day, and you expect us to allow them to continue to kill us, to elect governors that will bring military and militarize our territory? We can't do that again.
That's 11 million votes, isn't it?
Nobody will vote in Biafra land. I am telling you the fact. It will shock the world. We've made up our mind and we know what we have on ground. Nobody will vote in Biafra land.
Even if that undermines the rest of the...
It is not undermining. No. This particular civil disobedience is also a democratic process. And I want you to see it in that perspective. When people say, I don't want, it is their choice. And if you think that there are people who want to vote, that are bigger in number, conduct a referendum. As simple as that. For now, we control 90% of Biafra people. 90%.
Thank you.
If Nigerian government and anybody is not taking this Biafra, United States of Biafra issue serious, the person either go and check his brain or wait for court might follow, because these guys are not joking. Number one, any vision that is being run by a youth of this caliber is not something to joke with. Nnamdi Kanu and Simon Ekpa is like a nuclear bomb, because they are using those that is standing with them to run their vision is youth. 99.5% of the people running this vision with them are youth. And it might please you to know that 70 or 80% of those youths are not married. Everything they dream, they speak, they wake up to talk about is how they can actualize Biafra. Is very, very dangerous. Their responsibility is not as much as ours. That's number one. Number two, United States of Biafra is the company that Nnamdi Kanu and Simon Ekpa is running, have opened. That's where they want their name to be written. As other Hebo prominent men or politicians are opening companies, buying land, opening hotels to run where they will live for their children. United States of Biafra is the company Nnamdi Kanu and Simon Ekpa and the rest of the people that are following them have opened, not to make money, but to make sure that their children have a better life than what they have. So if that is their aim, do you think it's easy to stop them? Then number three, for the fact that it's online country, makes it very dangerous. It is, let me refresh you people's memory. It is online country that bring down Tunisia. They brought down Egypt. They brought down Jordan. Also, that Syria is going through what is going through now because of online country. There are countries in those countries who do not accept what their government is doing. So they resolve to go online. And somebody is calling United States of Biafra online, thinking that he's insulting them. My brother, you guys need to go and check your brain. Listen, I am begging, please tag anybody you know that can be able to get to the government of Nigeria and talk to them. This is how they handle Boko Haram issue. Don't kill Saka. Give them attention and see how they can resolve with them. They refuse to. Look at what is going on in Boko Haram. Till now, Nigeria have not been able to stop them. To worsen the issue, look at how many lives that have gone. I said before that Nnamdi Kanu and Simon Ekpa is like, they are like a nuclear bomb. may it not explode in Nigeria, because when they keep saying that they will bring down Nigeria, you don't, me, I'm reasoning, I'm only just a deep thinker. I'm just reasoning what they could be able to, the harm they could be able to cause, and then I begin to look around Africa and see what is going on there. It's not going to be a joke. Release Nnamdi Kanu. Dialogue with these people. See how you can be able to curtail this so that it will not escalate more than this. That is what my foolish idea is asking me to beg Nigerian government to do. For the sake of, I don't know. Anyway, my name is Dad Maxwell. What do I know? I know nothing, but I'm just saying something.
There is a nation that is trapped inside each and every one of us here. And that is the one that leaves most of us frustrated. We believe Nigeria can be better than it is. We look around us and we wonder. I think the Hebos have a proverb. They say that when you find a goat dead in a yam barn, you know that that goat did not die of hunger. I can be quite inelegant in the way I interpret what I don't understand, but I know there is an Hebo proverb. You know, Igbos are the yam growers, and they have their yam barns that they build of bamboo and raffia and everything. And then you now enter the place, it's full of yam, and there is a goat that is dead. It might have died of anything, it is not hunger. That is the Nigerian tragedy. We are dying of famine in the midst of plenty.